in Town Hall tonight, folks. 30 minutes of fun and music brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste and Salopatica. Ipana for the smile of beauty. Salopatica for the smile of health. Fun with our star comedian Fred Allen. Music by Peter Van Steeden. And amateurs extraordinary. New music, new voices, new laughs. It's Town Hall tonight. Here they come, round-the-world racers.
You don't take this plane, Mr. Beacons. Your round-the-world race is lost. That plane has no radio, son, and it's Town Hall tonight.
Women's Club.
And now, girls, are there any other motions for the chair?
I move we move the chair over to the radio, sister. It's Town Hall tonight.
Straw Voters.
Ain't you filling in this straw vote from the digest, Paul?
Yep, I'm writing in the country's choice in pencil, Ma. It's Town Hall tonight.
And here we are in front of the old town hall, and there's Fred welcoming the crowd with well-couched terms and well-turned phrases. Let's listen.
You don't have to knock at the old town hall, folks. The door is open, so go right in. Single line, please.
Howdy, Mr. Allen.
Howdy, Mrs. Trundle.
Howdy, Puncher.
Howdy, Mrs. Jones. Step along, folks. Keep to the right.
Hi there, bulb nose.
What do you mean, bulb nose, friend?
Your nose has got 40 watts on it, and 40 watts make a bulb, don't they?
That's what they all say, folks. So hurry.
They were waiting for you, Fred.
Okay, Harry. The first number's Here's Love in Your Eyes.
Right, old Fred. Let her go, Peter.
Here's love in your eye, and may it keep on flowing. Love in your eye just for me. You look divine, and when we dance for line near, my head is reeling, but not for mine. There's love in my heart, and it will keep on growing. I know that I'm aiming high, but here's a toast to what I want the most. Is love in your eye.
Introducing the man who needs no introduction and isn't getting one, Fred Allen in person.
Thank you. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before we let you see what the bunny has dragged in, I'll read you the town hall bulletin for tonight. Hodge White, manager at the Elite Theater, sends a flash that the new picture starting on Saturday will be Anthony Adverse. Hodge says that you folks who gave up the book after reading it for 3 years can now drop into the theater and see how the story came out. Hodge says even the picture's so long that the critics had to give it 8 stars. So much for artistic plenty around the... I overdid it. 6 would have been enough. So much for artistic plenty around the village. And now for the town hall news. The curtain, Harry.
Coming right down, Fred.
The lights go out, and we bring you the latest news of the week. The town hall news sees nothing, shows all. Washington, D.C., Post Office Department breaks up nationwide ring of fake eye specialists who have swindled country folks out of more than $1 million. Town Hall News shows how fake eye doctor works. The scene, a farmhouse.
Mandy, where be you?
I'm right here in front of you, Lem.
Funny I don't see you.
Lord, if you ain't getting blind so bad.
Say, what's that crowing? Something you're cooking in the oven?
No, that talking's coming out of you, Lem Stokes.
Well, ding my dong. Stat now, stat. What's that hen doing in my hat?
What hat? You've got a hen's nest onto your head.
I dropped my straw hat in the barn. I must have picked up this nest instead.
Pa, you've got to get glasses.
Reckon my eyes ain't what they used to be. I went out to milk this morning.
What happened?
I pulled out 2 rows of asparagus.
Oh, dear. I'll see who's to the door.
Good morning, madam. I represent the Jiffy Optical Company.
You selling popsicles, Bob?
No, the Jiffy Optical Company. Our slogan is, if you've got the nose, we've got the glasses.
Well, scratch my stubble.
Something tells me you need glasses, brother.
Lem don't need glasses. He needs telescope.
I knew it. Your eyes bad, Lem?
Bad? I couldn't see a watermelon in a baby's lap.
Well, now, I can fix you up in a jiffy.
How much you charge, Doc?
An examination with glasses, double-action bifocals, will be $25.
I'll get the money.
Want me to yank your shoe off, Pa?
Nope, there's a hole in my stocking. I can tease it through.
Very well. I'll get out my chart. Here we are. Now, where's your money?
Here it is, Doc.
Thank you now. Now, can you read this bottom line, the fine print?
Nope, I can't.
Can you read the top line, this big billboard type?
Nope, can't.
That's funny.
Tain't funny. Lem just can't read. Oh, he knows the letters apart, but herd them together and he can't do a thing with them.
I see. Well, I'll have to give in the moron's optical test. Close your eyes, Lem.
Got 'em shut.
What do you see?
Nothing.
Fine. You'll take a AAA non-glare frosted shatterproof. Try these on.
Okay.
They're mighty thick, ain't they, Doc?
They're the durable reinforced models. Can you see anything now, Lem?
You betcha. I can see 2 people standing just plain as day.
Oh, fine. You'll find those glasses okay. Good day, folks.
Goodbye, Doc.
Whoopsie, Mandy, I can see again.
Them glasses look mighty thick to me, Lem.
I can still see the both of you.
Both of us? The Doc's gone.
According to my glasses, there's 2 of you. And you're wearing red berets.
Let me look at them glasses.
Here.
I thought so, that thicker. These ain't no eyeglasses.
Oh, what are they?
They ain't nothing but the bottoms of 2 olive bottles.
Well, who were them 2 guys I seen with the red berets?
They're 2 stuffed olives still stuck to the glass.
New York City, New York. High school students in Greater New York start series of weekly radio broadcasts. Town Hall News shows new type of program listeners can expect if high school broadcasts become popular. The program opens.
Rah, 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 are you there? Emerson High School is on the air.
Good morning, learning lovers. The Emerson High School brings you another in its weekly series of educational programs. Today we kibitz at an astronomy lesson. We switch you now to the classroom of Professor Hoffman. Take it away, Hoffy.
Hi-ho, everybody. This is Professor Hoffman, folks, the voice of astronomy, welcoming you to our classroom. Now, pupils, remember we're on the air. As your names are called, I want you to step to the microphone, make your answers brief.
Hey, Professor.
Yes, Elmer?
Can I do my imitation of Snorkel the Laddie?
This is an educational program, Elmer. You're not supposed to have your mind on proboscis Durante. What should a high school have on his mind at this time, William?
Gene Harlow.
Quiet, scholars. Astronomy is the science which treats of the celestial bodies. Gene Harlow is not a heavenly body.
That ain't the consensus, Professor.
Quiet, everybody. We're on the air. And now, radio friends, the first pupil you will hear is Minnie Berg. Now, Minnie.
This is Minnie Berg of 284 South Main Street, folks. My father, Mo Berg, does A #1 cleaning and pressing. Satisfaction is guaranteed optional.
No commercial, Minnie, please.
Pa told me to get it in.
If your father wants to hear his name on the air, tell him to get his own program or write to We the People.
So, could a little plug hurt astronomy?
Knowledge before business, Minnie.
Okay, what is it you want to know?
What is your opinion of the Big Dipper?
It ain't sanitary.
We're talking about astronomy.
Astronomy or no astronomy, Dippers is old-fashioned. If the stars was up to date, they would make like a Dixie cup.
That will be all, Minnie.
This is Minnie Bike signing off, folks, so you can't catch on.
Get away from that microphone.
Okay, if you want to hug it, you ain't no Rudy Valley, you know.
Quiet, pupils. This is Professor Hoffman, your minstrel man. Back at the microphone, folks. We have just time for one more question. Tadpole Scum.
This is Tadpole Scum, folks. I want to thank all of you folks who voted for me last week on the algebra broadcast.
Never mind your fans, Tadpole. This is an astronomy lesson.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, what is the zodiac?
I know. If you don't feel so good, you take bicarbonate with Zodiac.
Why, you simpleton!
Well, I was just trying to get a laugh, Professor. Your program was laying an egg.
That's the last straw. Scum, you're expelled.
Okay. I'll be right home, Ma.
You have just heard Professor Hoffman and his astronomy gang, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the Emerson High School. Tune in again next week for a wow 15 minutes with Professor Tube and his biochemistry jamboree. Carbon, vital forces, atoms, and laughs. Don't forget, next Wednesday.
Once again, the Town Hall News scoops the world. Tonight, we bring you the latest results in the presidential poll. At 6 o'clock tonight, the city of Fendelnaffen, Pennsylvania stood the Wengelpumpen candidate,
1,440.
the Flugelwimpum candidate,
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. This afternoon, we managed to clap our butterfly net over a G-man. Not the kind that made kidnapping a hazardous occupation, but a radio G-man. And here he is. Now, would you like to stand right over here and show us how you operate?
Gee, I don't know.
See what you're up against, Harry? Now, you can go ahead with your part of the program, but don't say I didn't warn you.
All right, Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, if your teeth aren't as bright as they might be, if your gums are in need of help...
Oh, gee, here it comes.
Well, isn't it worthwhile to learn how you can work hand in hand with your dentist? In two ways, not only in taking the proper care of your teeth, but also the proper care of your gums.
Oh, gee, do I have to get two different kinds of toothpaste?
No, just one. IPANA. Because IPANA is the toothpaste designed to help benefit your gums as well as to keep your teeth sparkling. And teeth are seldom white and attractive when gums are soft and tender.
Well, gee, if a dentist said that.
Well, that's exactly what dentists do say. That's why when gums are robbed of their exercise and stimulation by our modern soft foods, so many dentists advise IPANA and massage. Every time you brush your teeth with IPANA, just put a little extra IPANA on your brush or fingertip and massage it into your gums. And in that way, you can help give them the toning and stimulation they need to guard against serious gum trouble. And at the same time, keep your teeth white and sparkling.
Gee, I didn't know that. What was that name again?
IPANA, the toothpaste more and more people every day are remembering for the smile of beauty.
Peter Van Steeden and the IPANA Troubadours have just played When a Lady Meets a Gentleman Down South. Now, on Friday night, that prominent economist, Dr. Rampant Pelf, will lecture here at the Town Hall. Dr. Pelf's talk is called, Should This Country Turn Its Mint Over to the Julep Makers? Now, on Tuesday afternoon... Oh, heck. Quiet. You don't have to call me twice down there. I'm not Simone C. Ditto.
Hello.
Well, sir, as the man said when he pulled his foot out of the wet cement, if it isn't Portland.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to make people think I'm only here in the abstract.
No, I'm not. I can look you right between the eyes, Portland, and swear you're here in the concrete.
Does that mean you're taking my head for granted?
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute with those puns. This is going from bad to community singing.
Community singing? That's the latest thing on the radio, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Have you taken part in any of the community sings?
I'll say. I was singing in one last Sunday, and a policeman came in and arrested the whole studio audience.
What do you know? Just for community singing?
Yes. The policeman didn't see the microphone. He thought we were just disturbing the peace. Imagine.
Yeah. It's pretty dangerous, all right. You know, I saw them yanking a man out of a community sing tonight.
For what?
Well, the audience was singing in E-flat, and he was a G-man.
Oh, it's funny, all right. Everybody's on the air these days, but actors.
Well, you've got something there. If nobody calls for it in 30 days, I would keep it if I were you. Well, everything's topsy-turvy today, Portland. Here I am listening to you.
Yes, and here I am listening to you. It's a small world, isn't it?
If you'd move over, I'd have more room.
Well, I was just going to go anyway.
Well, aren't you going to wait around to see the rest of the show, the Buffolas?
There's only going to be half a show tonight.
A half a show? How do you know?
It was in the paper. The National Broadcasting Company has reserved the second half hour at Town Hall tonight for President Roosevelt.
Say, he'll have a terrible time with our amateurs, won't he?
We won't have time for the regular amateurs, but we can have a baby contest.
Oh, where can I get a lot of amateur babies in a hurry?
No, I mean a little contest. I brought an amateur act with me.
You brought an act? Say, that's a great idea, Portland. An amateur contest with only one act. If we give a first prize, nobody can lose.
If you give two prizes, maybe I'll win something, too.
Now, never mind that. What is the name of this act you've brought?
Whitey's Harmonica Hobos. They're swell.
Whitey's Harmonica Hobos, eh? Where are they?
Right here.
Are they? Are they coming in? Hello. Oh, the boys? Boys are around behind me. I'm sorry, boys. I didn't see you there. Where do you gentlemen come? Who is Whitey, by the way?
Right here.
Are you Whitey?
Right
My
here.
name is Alan Whitey. I'm very happy to know you.
How do you do, Mr. Allen?
You can, I certainly feel right at home in here with the hobos. But where do you boys come from?
We come from College Point.
From College Point? Is that over in Long Island?
Yes, sir.
Is anywhere near where they're going to build the New World's Fair?
Well, it's about a mile away.
A mile away, huh? Sort of silly, it seems to me, to build a whole New World's Fair. They could just put wheels on the Texas Centennial and drag it up here and save all of that bother. But you 7 boys play harmonicas, huh?
Yes, sir.
Of course, if I was Ripley now, I would be apt to say, believe it or not, but all of the wind that you fellas have put into harmonicas during the past fiscal year would blow the Queen Mary from the dock down to quarantine. And all of the wind given off by radio comedians during the same period would blow the Queen Mary back up to Albany again. What are you boys going to play?
We're going to play the St. Louis Blues.
You're going to play the St. Louis Blues. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, boys. Those were Whitey's harmonica hobos. And what does the applause machine say, Portland?
The first prize, $50 in cash, goes to Whitey's Harmonica Hobos.
There's no trouble running a contest like this, is there? Well, thank you very much, boys. So long, Portland.
Howie ho!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now that the adulterated season is in full swing, and we're knee-deep in dance derbies, roller skating derbies, and even stalk derbies, we might as well do our part with a little public speaking derby. Different subjects are written on slips of paper, put into a derby, which I have here. Get it? And whichever subject the victim chooses, he has to speak about. Now, may I trouble you first, Mr. Van Steeden?
Sure, Fred, but I won't guarantee anything.
That's all right. Just pick a subject out of the hat here. What subject did you draw?
Spinach.
Spinach, huh?
Well, here goes. Spinach is green, and it's a good place to look for sand, well, if you think it's so easy, Harry, you draw a subject. Here.
Well, all right. I'll do it. Let's see what I've drawn here. Grouches. Well, now, grouches aren't very pleasant things to have because they can spoil a day for you no matter how bright it is. So why put up with them? The very next time you feel grouchy, logy, and under the weather, just put 2 teaspoonfuls of sal hepatica in a glass of water and drink it. Because those half-sick, under-par feelings are usually caused by 2 things: waste in the body and acid in the system. And sal hepatica, ladies and gentlemen, is the mineral salt laxative especially made to remove waste from the body and also to help nature combat acidity. You'll soon forget a headachy grouch if you'll just remember sal hepatica for the smile of health.
And now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to have time for one of the mighty Alan Art Player sketches. Hooray! Thank you. To fill the delightful gap left by these artistic termites this evening, we have gone to practically no expense to bring you an imposing group of guest stars. You may not think they're imposing, but just wait till they start to act. Now, before our guest stars present their playlet, ladies and gentlemen, I feel quite sure that you would like to meet them. It'll be a good lesson socially to both of you. Now, first, may I present that eminent purveyor of dramatic falderall, that tattered personality, Mr. Trevelyan Funnel.
Thank you.
It's all right. You don't have to walk on tiptoes, Mr. Funnel. You can get down, if you will.
I can't. That confounded cut-price laundry shrank my spats.
Oh, that's too bad.
I can't stretch my feet.
You can sit down, I hope.
Oh, yes. Yes, fortunately, I washed my union suit myself.
Fine. Now, what were your Broadway successes, Mr. Funnel?
For 6 years, I appeared in Lightning. For 3 years, I was in Rain.
What have you been doing since Rain?
I've been drying off.
Thank you, Mr. Funnel. Our next guest star is a lady I know you have never heard of. That broken bulb among the shining lights of Broadway, Miss Trudy Scrovney.
Broken bulb, really? Why, I've been in the theater a long time, young man.
I can see you've been someplace a long time, babe.
In the theater.
What was your outstanding play, Miss Scrovney?
My public prefers to remember me in Getting Gertie's Garter.
What part did you play in that?
I was one of the supporting cast.
Thank you. Our third guest star, folks, is that man about boxcar. Once the toast of London, now the crumb of New York City, Mr. J. Fenimore Twins. How long have you been on the stage, Mr. Twins?
40 years.
Has the theater taught you anything in 40 years?
Definitely. I learned that you can't take a tomato externally. It's no good.
Where have you done most of your acting?
Oh, all over. I don't stay long in one place. I generally emote and scrum.
A corking suggestion. Thank you, Mr. Twins. And now from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, we reach out blind and bring you pretty Dodo LaFou.
Thank you, one and all.
Who cannot forget this dainty blemish on the silver screen? Picture fans who used to count sheep to fall asleep in movie houses now count Dodo LaFou as she stumbles through 5 reels. Perhaps these few flashes from Dodo's one-star pictures will bring Dodo LaFou back to your mind. Who recalls this snore-baiting moment from the Devil's Mistress?
So, you are the Devil's Mistress.
You said it, big boy, and am I hot?
And again, Dodo LaFou made history in Piccadilly Jim.
May I pick a violets, Millie?
No, Piccadilly, Jim.
Thank you, Miss LaFou. We'll send the hisses on to you, special delivery. Our final guest star, ladies and gentlemen, is the man I know you've all been shunning. That rapier wit still sheathed. The man who will bring back vaudeville if he can find it. Mr. Mercer Wetner.
Just call me happy, Mr. Allen.
Fine. How do you find vaudeville, Mr. Wetneck?
Oh, I just stand around in front of the palace, and there it is.
Are things really bad in vaudeville?
Bad? Why, even elephant acts can't remember when they worked last.
Hey, it's certainly been tough, all right, in vaudeville.
Yes?
You know, this afternoon, I hear, they caught 2 actors on 48th Street putting ketchup on a midget.
Oh, what street did you say that was?
48.
So long.
Thank you, Mr. Wetneck. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this grand galaxy of forgotten talent brings to you the first installment in a rip-roaring dramatic farce entitled, Will She Come Out? Music, Peter. The scene, the Park Avenue home of the Mandrake Knots. As the curtain rises, Mr. and Mrs. Mandrake Knots are having words with their daughter, Zenobia.
This is your wedding night, daughter.
I refuse to marry Jeffrey Van Burp, Mother.
You'll marry Jeffrey, daughter. The boy's a millionaire, and I need money.
I refuse to be a pawn, even for you, Father.
You dare defy your father, Zenobia?
I need $2 million for my broker in the morning. I've been selling universal hiking pants. Short. I'm ruined. Zenobia.
Jeffrey, my son-in-law, I hope
Never.
Zenobia. Bless you, my children, bless you. Marry me, Zenobia.
Never. I'd rather spend the rest of my life in this closet. Goodbye.
Come out of that closet, Zenobia.
Come out of that closet, Zenobia. Please come out, Zenobia.
Will Zenobia come out of that closet? Will Jeffrey Van Burp be left with only his millions to console him? Will Zenobia's father be left with his universal hiking pants short? Tune in next week and get the bare facts. If you're not going to tune in, look, will you send us a postcard so we can drop the whole business?
This program tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and every full hour with Fred Allen every Wednesday night is made possible by your friendliness toward IPANA toothpaste and Sal Hepatica. IPANA for the smile of beauty, Sal Hepatica for the smile of health. IPANA, Sal Hepatica.
The National Broadcasting Company has reserved the second half hour of the Town Hall program for an address by President Roosevelt, ladies and gentlemen. The full hour's program will be presented as usual next Wednesday evening. We'll be looking for you then. This is Fred Allen saying good night.
The selection, Here's Love in Your Eye, is from the big broadcast of 1937. This is the Red Network of the National Broadcasting Company.